So let's go to Teams and look at here, files. So those people that say they didn't get my email, now you got that. I know I'm a bastard. I cover every excuse. So, and if you don't have it here, you've got it on Blackboard, which I don't use. You've got it. I have to do it on there because they make me do it. So I have to put it on there. I also put it on My Labs Plus. The mouse goes over there. See, watch. Mouse goes over there. Well, it was going over there. You see the mouse, don't you? Mm-hmm. Okay, but I can't take anything over there. Oh my gosh. Would that go over there a while ago? Okay, wait a minute. Let me pull the whiteboard up.
Close out of it.
Close out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right click on the empty space in the desktop. Display settings. Hit identify. Make 2 your dominant.
Well, I tried to, but it's grayed out. Just go here and hit show only on 2, or it won't let me. I'll put my face shield on since you're in my 6 foot area. I'm gonna let you fool with it. I knew something wasn't clicking, but why did it take Teams over there, but it won't take the whiteboard? Okay, people at Teams, y'all should be able to see. What did you do? Just mute. Now you should see the whiteboard. Team people, can y'all see the whiteboard? Y'all need to speak. Yes or no? Okay, they're not going to talk. They need to unmute their mics, but I don't know if they know that or not. Okay. What did you do?
I'll write you directions because I got to run to Sandy Springs.
Okay. Good gracious, you got to go to Sandy Springs?
Yeah.
Okay, Teams people, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm glad one of y'all can talk. Can you see the whiteboard or do you see files?
I see files.
Files.
Okay, let me change the presentation. Just give me a second. Like I say, this is a new room. Okay, now you should see the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, now we're gonna do a little bit of magic here. Change this, take this. I'm not going to show y'all to everybody, so don't get all vain on me, okay? Hold on. I can't see my. Y'all see my mouse now? It's just like disappeared. There it is. There. Okay, so there's your files. Everybody see the files? And academic calendar, that's pretty self-explanatory. That's for those dates that you need to know. And I want this moved. Oh my gosh, I'm fixing to scream. I can't move it. Okay, fine, stay there. All right, so here we go. Academic calendar, that basically tells you the dates for the semester. The second page is the most, there, that's what I wanted to do a while ago, thank you. All right, there is the dates. I need everybody to make sure you put those dates in your handy dandy. Let's go ahead and look at a couple that are bonus questions on your test. Of course, some of y'all won't get them right because you have to write them down right here. All right, exams. When is the last day of class for this? Last day of class is when? Dang old, right before Thanksgiving. So you need to write down November 24th. That's a bonus question on the test. Thanksgiving holidays is the 26th to the 27th. When is exams? December 1st through the what? That's a bonus question. I'll give y'all about 10 bonus questions on each test with stuff from the handouts and the syllabi. Do I have people miss them? These people procreate too. Very difficult to miss those questions, but people do. Okay. Also, I need to go ahead and tell y'all this. If y'all don't have a sense of humor, y'all need to drop me, okay? Because life's too short to be a prune and winged on a pickle. I'm not winged on a pickle, okay? So if you are a prune or you're winged on a pickle, just stay home or just drop me and take a winged on a pickle teacher, okay? I'm not one of those teachers. All right, so there's that. Make sure you print that out and read it. Even for those people that, I didn't get check my email. Forward emails. I'm going to leave that to you to read if you want to forward your email to your phone. It's kind of blurry, but it's not coming from me. It came from IT, so it looks kind of like a copy of a copy of a copy. That's what I get from IT when I ask for that. So I don't have any power over that. So that's something for you. I thought I had a locator card on here. Yeah, there it is. There's my locator card. And that basically tells you when I'm in class and when I'm not. This semester is going to be really weird. Why? Well, for once, this is the first time I've actually taught sync classes face to face. Okay? Usually, if you know anything about me or what I teach throughout the semester, I teach to Anderson, I teach to Pendleton, Easley, and Oconee campus, and I teach from AC 137 downstairs. So I kind of like stream out. So that's what I usually do. And the only people I see are the people at Anderson campus, like y'all. This time I'm teaching not to the campuses, but I'm teaching to people's apartments, houses, whatever the case may be. So this is the first time we've done this. First time I've taught outside of AC 137. So I'm kind of out of my wheelhouse with this. Now downstairs, and the reason we couldn't put it downstairs was because it only holds 8 people. Okay, it usually holds 11 or 10. 10 per class, 10 per campus, that's 40 students. So, but the classroom can only hold 10, so you have to cut it in half, which is 5, and I couldn't put this class in there. That's the only reason we're not making an AC 137. So as you can see, the rest of my classes I'm going to be broadcasting out from 137. Well, what's unique about that? Well, that's not the unique part. I have a son that goes to Robert Anderson, and he has chosen to do virtual, which I'm glad because he can stay away from the dumbasses. The more I can keep him away from the dumbasses, the better. So anyway, he's going to be, and I think that District 5 is saying you have to have a guardian or a parent with him or something like that. So I've got to work that out. That starts September the 11th. So chances are, could I be teaching from home? Yes. After September 11th, I may be teaching from home, and you people in here may have to team in, and I'll be teaching from home. Everybody understand? I didn't. And that would be every other week because my son is with me every other week. So, you know, it's going to be, we're going to have to be playing musical chairs with everybody. I'm very lenient with y'all, so I hope y'all can be lenient for me, you know, for this semester. And so, but that's where I'm going to be when I'm on campus. That may change after September the 11th. After my 9 o'clock class, I live 3 minutes away. I'm going to scoot home and I'll teach my 11 o'clock class from home. and I'll teach by 9:30 and 11 o'clock from home when I'm supposed to be with him. Okay, does that make sense? Y'all got kids, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, here's another set of my contact information, and if you notice, I give you all my contact information. Y'all see this chat button right here? What does that mean? That means you can contact me through Teams. This doesn't look like it's maximized. I guess that's maximized. Is that maximized? I can't tell. Oh well. Anyway, y'all see this chat button? I can chat with any of y'all. Okay? So, and you can chat with me. Now that's individual. This is individual. What if I want to go chat, on a group page? Well, that's this page right here where it says post. This is the group page. And you say, hello, everyone. I can't type. And you type that out, and somebody from home say something back. Okay, nobody's going to say something. Okay, that's fine. Nobody wants to talk to me. I was hoping one of y'all would reply something back, but I guess y'all can't see it, or there we go. There, Miss Yates said hey. So that's, remember, on the post page, everybody can see you. When you hit this chat button over here, well, my mouse is gone again. There we go. Then I'm talking to whoever I want to talk to. So let's say I want to talk to Miss Yates. And I pull up Miss Yates. Miss Yates, what's your first name?
Timmons.
Timmons. And she's not there. So I type in comma T. And great, it doesn't show up. That's not supposed to happen. There she is. So I hit Timmons and I say, you will fail. There we go. Good words of encouragement. You will fail. All right, so I sent that to her, and that is between her and I. So that's how, technically, you could do everything in the class through Teams. You can do everything. Transfer of files. If you need to send me a file, which you never do, but if you need to send me one, you go to Files, and you upload. And remember, you're sharing. Now, this is between me and her. But if I want to go to Teams and I want to share a file with the whole class, I upload it right here. I don't know if y'all can do that or not, but I know I can because I'm the teacher. So that's a little bit about, Teams. Here's my contact information. I put it on that locator card, and I also put it right here. There is no way that y'all say you can't get in touch with me. I had to do that for the deadheads a long time ago. That's what DAD stands for, DAs. Deadhead disorder, deadhead attitude. Oh, dude, yeah, man. You know the type. Anyway, there's my information on how to get in touch with me. I used to have to do this a long time ago because the deadhead population was way up there. Now it's not deadhead population. Now it's the know-it-alls. You'd be surprised what high schools are putting out now. NASA engineers. I mean, they are actually, they think they know everything. And they're at Tri-County Tech. Why they're not in MIT? Okay, so we got a lot of people that come out of high schools that think they know everything. So that's why I used to put all my information, because I used to get these students and they would go downstairs and they'd tell the secretary downstairs, I couldn't get in touch with them. And the secretary, of course, would look at them like, are you cognitive? Because they know that I give out all this information, even my cell number. I mean, and now this is really moot because now you can just message me through Teams. So this is really, old school right here. So that's a little bit about me. And another reason I do this, I don't do it because I'm I'm not doing it because I'm modest or what is it, conceited, whichever one it is. I don't know which one it is. I think it's conceited. I'm not doing it because of that. How many of you have ever sat through a college course the first day or the first week or the whole semester and not even know your teacher's name? If that hasn't happened to you, it will. That is not a class to be in. I want my class to be comfortable. I want my class to be interactive. I want my class to be inquisitive, okay? I don't want to teach to a bunch of vegetables, okay? I don't want to teach to a bunch of people that, just look. You ever seen Patrick Starr in The Orb of Confusion? I don't want to teach to people like that. So I want you to know a little bit about me. I'm not going to ask about you because that'd be weird, but I want you to know a little bit about me. Okay? So, and I've been doing that since I started teaching. So it ain't like I started doing it yesterday. Here's a little bit about my class. Now, I'm going to spend a little time on this because this is different times. So we're going to do things different. But my number one rule has not changed. My number one rule of teaching, and it's got gold behind it because it's basically the golden rule. I treat students the way I want to be treated. Okay? I like a sense of humor. I like for students to have a sense of humor. Our society today lacks a sense of humor. Big time. Everybody's you ever seen the Joker? Why so serious? Everybody's so dadgum serious. Lighten up, okay? It's a math class. This is not rocket science, okay? Cell phones. Well, I can't really monitor y'all's cell phones because I got one. Here's mine right here. And it goes off. Why does it go off in class? Because my mother, bless her heart, she's 80 years old, and I give her my class schedule. She don't read it. She just calls. So, sometimes it goes off. If it goes off with Macalise, and I know something's wrong, and if it goes off with my daughter's, she's at Clemson, I know something's wrong. So, that happens. But I'm not going to have a cardio infarction because your phone goes off. And I don't want you to have a cardio infarction if my phone goes off. It's not a big deal. It's just a phone ringer. But you will have teachers that have a cardio infarction when your phone goes off. Texting, I really can't monitor that. I just, especially with the people at home, I can't monitor that. Now, listen, people at home, if you have a question, you have to unmute and just spit it out, okay? There is a raise your hand function, but I don't know if I'll see it because I'm only using one screen. Hold on a second. No. Can I pull that? I was going to see if I could pull that over here, but I can't. And Skype for Business, you can pull it over to the smaller screen. I don't know if I can do that on here. I'm not going to try it. Let's just stick to the files.
You have a work email.
So I really can't monitor the stuff that you're doing at home. Okay? All I ask is that you be professional. I don't think I've ever had anyone, and I've been 25 years. I started in 1995, January of 1995. Okay, so ever how many years that is. I don't think I've had anybody ever say that I've been unprofessional or disrespectful. Okay, and in those many years, you know how many people I've actually thrown out of my class? 3. And they were guys, and they were having testosterone problems or something. I don't know. They were having some kind of ego problems. They had issues. Okay, so 3 people in 25 plus years. That tells you that I don't have problems with students if they treat me the way that I want to be treated. Same thing with you. Now, do I go on with a bunch of foolishness? Yes, sometimes I go on with, I'd say 5–10% of the time I say stuff that is supposed to be funny, okay? I'll go ahead and tell you an example, and I'll just go ahead and throw it out there. When I came home from Desert Storm, I had to have 1.5 years of counseling, and I had to have medication, okay? Then I went through a divorce, and I went through a death of my father at the same time. That took 2 years of counseling. So I know about mental health, and I know about medicine, and I know about that, okay? So if I say something about you need to take a pill, okay? I know what that's like, okay? But I mean it as a joke. I don't mean it like, oh, I'm going to pick on you because you're mentally ill. I don't know if you're mentally ill or not, okay? So, just chill, okay? Just chill. So anyway, I've been through, so, when you reach an age of 53, you've been through pretty much everything. And I've been through pretty much everything, so I don't need anybody telling me what I have and have not been through, okay? But yeah, I go through things. I tell students to chill out. I tell students, one thing I do not do. As a teacher, I do not try to pull something on students, okay? Like, when I go to give you a test, I don't test you on chapter 3, and we did chapter 2 in the book. In the class. I don't do that. Have any of y'all gone to Rate My Professor? I'm pretty much sure that you won't find anything on Rate My Professor about me that says I'm disrespectful, unprofessional, or unfair. I don't think you'll find that because my students, I won't look at them scared too. My students tell me that it doesn't say anything like that. I treat students the way I want to be treated, okay? Let me ask you this. How many of you have had me before? Any of y'all had me before? I don't recognize any faces. How about anybody at Teams? Anybody on Teams that had me before?
No.
Okay. How many of you have heard anything about me? Okay. What did you hear? I'm what? I couldn't hear you.
That you're one of his favorites.
Okay. Okay, what about the class? Did they say anything about the classes? I didn't make it difficult. I have found that the students that find this class difficult, they've made it difficult. They've made it difficult because I do everything I can. I give you 3 chances to take a test. Takes the higher of the 3. I give you a week to take the test online. I give you an hour and a half when it's only a 50-minute test. Why do I do that? To cover excuses. See, what happens is I cover excuses, and who don't like a teacher that covers excuses? A student that has a pocket full of excuses. So usually the ones that don't like Hubert are the ones that have all the excuses. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that right now. My class is based on the following ideas. I generalize when I speak. Please remember that. I'm not sitting at home saying, oh, I only got one guy in class. I'm going to pick on him and get rid of him. I'm not sitting at home. I do have a life, okay? I've got 2 kids. I got a farm to take care of. I have a life. I don't sit at home twisting my mustache going, oh, well, let's see. How can I get rid of Miss Yates? I really want to get rid of her. No, I don't do that. I generalize when I speak. Okay? And that's pretty much, y'all read the rest of it. Now let's talk about supplies. Okay? I really don't care what you bring to class. Everybody has the book. It's on My Lab Plus. So I really don't care what you do as far as the book goes. That's it. What do you need to bring to this class? This is Math 120, so you need to bring, and y'all need to keep a watch on, let me know when it gets to be about 10 till, because I don't pay attention to the, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. A calculator, you need to bring it. You need to have a TI-83 plus or better, or TI-83 better or better. I think I put that on like 3 of y'all's emails. Make sure, those of you that have a Droid, you can go to Wabbit.emu, wabbit.emu. I think it's wabbit.emu or wabbit.emu, wabbit.emu, or it's wabbit.emu, and you can download a TI-83, 84, 85 on your calculator. Of course, with Apple products, you got to buy something, okay? But with Droid, you can get it for free. So I tell students, make sure you bring highlighters, make sure you bring pens, make sure graphing chapters, that's usually in algebra. This is not algebra, so you don't have to worry about graphing paper. Colored pencils, highlighters, pens, pencils, paper, and a calculator. I didn't say a book because you can print out the book. I'll show you how to do that Wednesday. Now, let me go ahead and say, how can we meet twice a week? I thought we were only going to meet once a week. No, the rule is that y'all got to stay below 18 and below. That's why I'm making sure that some people are teaming in. Now, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 in the classroom, team people. Okay, I'm calling you teamers because y'all are teaming in. Let me pull y'all back in right quick. I got to find my mouse. Okay, so I think we got 6, right? I don't know if we got more or less. So that means that we've got 14. Is that right? That means we got 14. We're 4 shy of the, so that means probably, but we can't do anything until Friday because Friday is drop day, right? So we can't do anything. So we're going to meet like this until Friday. Now, after Friday, if we still got 14 or 15 people, then y'all don't have to team in. Y'all can come in if you want to. Y'all don't have to come in. Y'all can team in if you want to. It's whatever y'all want to do. I don't care. Okay? And if we keep having 8 people, then we're going down to AC 137 where I'm better off than here. Okay? Because we could have 8 downstairs. Do y'all understand that, teamers? Okay. So let's hope we can stay under 18. Okay, let me go back to, any questions so far, teamers? Okay, I think if I do this, there we go, and I toggle it, that's the conversation. Somebody raise your hand, hit the hand button to see if it pops up with a hand. Anybody? Oh, there it goes. Oh, I can't see it. There we go. Miss Bailey, okay, so it's over here. Okay, I'm going to have to move that somewhere. Let me make that small. Y'all give me a second. There. Okay, so they raise your hand. Okay, so y'all raise your hands if you got a question or just speak, okay? Until I get this situated. I'm still not comfortable with the way this is set up. Class courtesies, okay, let me go ahead and tell you this. I need to tell y'all this. This is not my doing, okay? I do not care nothing about this, but from the people above me, they want y'all to do a project. Y'all with me? Not me, I care less. But they want you to do a project, and I got to find the project. There's some kind of project we got to do in here, and I got to figure it out where it is. And I'm like, really? We couldn't wait and do the project thing when things got more normal? Nope, got to do it. So somewhere there's a project we got to do, and I got to find it. So I'm just telling y'all right now that it's going to be part of your grade. I think it's like 12 to 15% of your grade. It's not by my doing or whatever, but there's supplies right there. Now, you don't have to buy a book. The book is in My Labs Plus. Wednesday, when we go over My Labs Plus, I'll show you how to print it out. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do the test, the homework. I'll show you what I base my class on, the questions that you send to me. I'll go over all of that Wednesday and probably Friday. We'll probably start Friday. Let me go ahead and tell you this right now. The most important page of your syllabus is this page. The last page, make a note. This is the page that goes in your notebook. Make a note. Chapter 1 and 2, you need to be doing right now. Reading. Write that down. Chapter 1 and 2, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. Everybody should be reading that right now after today. Okay? And any probability of statistics course, the first 2 chapters are going to be read. %, of your Unit 1 test comes from Chapter 1 and 2. So where is 80% going to come from? Chapter 3. That's where the math is. So y'all need to be working on Chapters 1 and Chapter 2. I will probably start math class going over stuff. Friday, we will start with Chapter 1, and I'll go through and I'll hit the highlights, the definitions that you need to know. The definitions that will be on the test. I will tell you what I put on the test. I will also tell you what I don't put on the test. Okay? So 20% is going to come from Chapter 1 and 2 reading, and 80% of your test is going to come from Chapter 3. This is the page that you need to print out and put in your notebook. That last page. Here's the percentages. Unit test. In my class, the unit test and the exam is 80%. But since I got to do that project, I'm going to have to, I might make it 10%. Okay? Homework is going to be 20%. So if I make the project 10%, then that means the unit test is going to drop down to 70%. Because I always keep the homework 20%, always. Okay? So you need to write that down because that is a bonus question. My homework is 20%. Quizzes or projects, 10%. Unit test, 70%. That includes the exam. That's a bonus question. Another bonus question is, which branch of the service did I serve in? The answer is the only one with United States in front of it. Okay, I'll just go ahead and tell you that right now. Use it on the information sheet. Another question, what is my email address and what is my, I don't know if it's my cell phone or my office phone, I can't tell you. So that's 2, 4, and I gave you 2, that's 6. So far I've given you 6 out of 10 questions. Okay, I give you about 10 to 12 bonus questions, and the rest of the questions are about stuff that we're going to go over when I give you the test, show you the test. Okay? So you'll have 20 to 30 math questions, and then you'll have 10 to 12 bonus questions that most cognitive sentient beings can answer after they read, the material one time. Question on the syllabus. Let's see, this is July 24, 2017, so the special project is not on this one. So I'll have to find the special project, and I'll put it on Teams for y'all, and you'll probably get a notice. Do y'all get a notice when I put a file up? Does it say, okay, it doesn't. What does it say, team people? What does it say when I call you? Does your computer go off? You can talk, go ahead. Does your computer do anything when I called you this morning?
My computer rang
Okay,
and my phone ran off. It says meetings.
good. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that it does something when I call you. Okay, thank you. All right, so that's the syllabus. The most important page of the syllabus is the last page. Print that out, put that in your notebook. This is your Bible. This is your template. This is what if you're not here, if I go over 2.2 Friday, then what do you think I'm going to go over Monday? 2.3. If I go over 2.3 Monday and you're not here, I'm going to go over 3.1. Well, what happens if you're not here? If you're not here, then you go to YouTube. Yeah, this is another one of the Hubert's a bastard, because I cover this. Go up and type in, well, if I could get I'm a Star Trek guru, okay, I'm sorry. I'm a Trekkie. Pull up Hubert McClure. Click on pink shirt. Go under my last name, hit playlist. And there are the classes for the last 6 years. I was doing this with a video camera. I had to buy it myself because Tri-County Tech wouldn't buy me a video camera. That was before the webcams come out. And that was my laptop. I was doing everything, didn't even have a computer in the room. Anyway, we're not going there. If it hadn't been for Corona, if it hadn't been for this virus, Tri-County Tech would still be in the dark ages. Y'all ever taken an online class at Tri-County before Corona and it was all done by email? Everything. You email questions, you got to answer by email. I mean, it was archaic. Anyway, I'm not going to, but anyway, you're going to have a class. What if you want to see what this class is like? Well, then you go back to last semester. It's chronological at the very top. Last semester is right here. 120 conventional, and I had an online class, but I didn't do anything. They just watched the conventional class. So if you want to go in and see what the second day is going to be like, oops, I'm sorry, you don't hit that. You hit the view full playlist. Oh God, I can't stand to hear myself talk. Okay, view full playlist, and there is the handouts and My Labs Plus, homework and test. I went over it all in one day because that was an 1.5 hour class. So I all went over it in one day. Look at there, chapter 1 overview, chapter 2, and then we start chapter 3, 3.1, 3.2, 3.5. So technically you can go ahead of me. If you watch my videos, that's fine, because I don't change. Well, we're all what? Creatures of what? Habit. I don't change very much. There's the review test. Shows you how. So if you want to see how I teach, there's your first unit right there. Okay. What if you wanted to see previous class before Rona? Well, that would be right here. 120, 2019. That's last fall. And see, I'm teaching in AC 137. And it's a whole lot better when I'm teaching out of there. So your class will be in the top left-hand corner today. It'll be right here when we finish. I'll probably do it in the afternoons. So we got 4 or 5 classes back to back. So I'll probably do it in the afternoons. So it'll be called Math 120-24 and Math 120-29. I'm going to put both videos on there each week. So you'll get double the videos. Okay? Of course, I'm going to put Math 120-24, 1.1, 1.2. And then it'll be 120.29, 1.1, 1.2. It'll have those on there. So that way you can pick whichever one and I can just put it on one channel. Does everybody understand that? So it'll be right here when I start putting it up. Oh gosh, that's going to be, I'm going to have to do that. See, that's another thing I didn't think about. I'm going to have to do it right after class because it's going to be on this computer. This is just not going to, I hope this works. I'm going to have to bring my hard drive or something to put the video on or something. Anyway, I'm going to have to figure that out. Question, I know it's 10 till, and I'm going to shut down right here. Question so far that doesn't have to do with what we went over. I mean, don't ask about MyLabs Plus or anything because we're going to go over that Wednesday and Friday. Anybody got any questions so far about how we're doing the class, about teaming in? I basically said next week, I'm going to leave that up to y'all. But we got to make sure that I have less than 18 in here. And after Friday, I don't have to worry about anybody adding or dropping. So anybody got any questions about the class, the format? Any questions for me? I'll go over MyLabs Plus Wednesday and Friday, and we'll probably start Friday. Anybody got questions? So did any of y'all at Teams hear anything about me? Y'all didn't say anything.
My sister had you.
Oh, okay. What did she say? Describe the class, not me, but the class. What did she say about the class?
She said if you kept up with your work and stayed on task, then you'd do good.
There's no sucker punches, no anything out of the ordinary. No unfair test.
No.
Okay. So I don't want everybody, teachers get stereotyped like students do. And in academia, and especially in college, you get a lot of unfair stereotypes. And teachers sometimes get stereotyped as being difficult. I'm not difficult. Now, if you want me to be difficult, I can be difficult, but I'm not difficult. All right, let's call the roll. I'm going to shut down the presentation so that way I can pull up, and I'm going to stop the recording. That way I can pull up my handy